Hey Super Playaz, my name is Kevin Castillo. Some of you may know me from the Dudes. I'm the team captain from there. And if you haven't heard about the news, the Dudes and Super Playaz have merged into one team under Super Playaz. We're really grateful to be part of the Super Playaz team now. It's really awesome, and we're excited for the future, for what lies ahead of us. But anyways, I played in the Pro Play Games Invitational last Saturday, February 27th, and I played Launch. I got top 8 with her. I played an interesting build, which is pretty cool. I played red yellow, and I don't think I've seen a red yellow version on launch yet where that's topped. So I'm pretty happy that I was one of the first people. I don't know if there's another person out there that topped with it, but kudos to them. But it was a really fun deck, and it's 60 cards. I'm gonna try to not take too long explaining what the cards do or why I ran that, because there's 60 cards and I don't want it to be like a hour-long video or something. So this is launched really good. One of the best red leaders right now, because the huge draw power the leader gives. I'm really enjoying playing her. You combo one of your launch cards or a Bomo card, you flip a life, and then you get to flip her. And when you combo, you draw a card. When she flips to the side, you draw a card. And yeah, each side has once per turn. When you combo, you draw a card. So lots of cool things with this leader. You draw a lot. So now to the main deck. For the flip cards, to flip your life, we play 4 Boma, 4 of the launch, the pure hearted, and 3 of the tournament pack launch, feminine wilds. I went with 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 flip cards because it's a 60 card deck. I kind of wanted to see one for sure turn, kind of like two of these, any of these in combination, turn 1, just so you have for sure a way to filter through your deck and start drawing as fast as you can. You don't really ever summon them besides the Boma, because you draw a card when you summon her. And then this one, if it's on the field, if you combo, you minus a battle card or unison by 5k, which is really nice if you want to defend more. If you're pretty low on life, you can just summon her and then have her on the board to help you out combo your opponent. So those were the flip cards. Next we play 4 Whis. This is where the yellow stuff comes up. 4 Whis, a helping hand. This card's so good because we run a total of 3 Higher Dragons and 4 Cattle Peslas. So that's our skillless lineup. We run 7 skillless. So the really cool thing about this Whis is that when it's summoned, you look at the top 5. If you find a skillless under in there, you get to add it to your hand, which is really nice because you 1-for-1. And then after that, he has an auto where when you combo with a skillless card, you get to draw a card. So if you think about the combo with launches, the combo is you combo one of the red flip cards, right? And then after that, when you flip your leader, you have to combo one more card to get another draw, right? Well, if this guy's on the field, you're gonna combo one of these guys. You're gonna draw for the Whis and you're gonna draw for the leader. And then after that, you're just generating lots of value for your comboing, because if you just combo just a regular card, you don't really +1. You just go neutral. Playing this engine generates you a huge hand size, and that's what I really like about it. And there's another cool thing that I do with this Cattle Pesla, but we'll get to that later. So next, we play 3 Higher Dragons, Kind Friend. This is from the draft box. We play 3 because you honestly don't really use it too often. You probably only gonna do it once a game, maybe 2. But I liked it at 3 because I wanted to make space for other stuff. And yeah, there's a lot of cards in here. I know 60 cards, but 3 is great. At the end of the combo, after you combo with this card, you pay yellow energy, and then you get to summon 2 skillless cards. Pretty much you're gonna summon your Cattle Peslas. Those are the ones that you want to summon. And also it's really good because you summon it from the deck or grave. So if you don't have any more skillless cards in your deck or in your hand, you could summon them from your drop, and then afterwards combo with them with the Whis on the field. So you don't really run out of skillless cards to combo. Next, just a little more support for the skillless engine. We played 2 Vados. The only reason why I'm playing 2 is because you don't really need her on the field, but if you're in a really good position and you have a lot of energy to use, she's really great because she's a 15k beater. sure, +1 rest a card, so it helps a lot in the Sin's general matchup. And that's one of the things I was kind of afraid about, because the Revenge blocker, big Sin Dragon. This card just rest it, so you don't have to worry about swinging into it. So the +1 is really nice. Or if you really just wanted to start attacking battle cards instead of their leader, this helps rest battle cards as well. The primary thing that I really like about her is that her auto, well, when an attack is declared by your opponent during your opponent's turn, you get to combo with a skillet card from your drop area right away. So that's really cool because it triggers your leader to draw and your Whis 1-drop to draw as well. So if you don't have any skillet cards in your hand, you could always use this card's auto to draw cards as well, which is really nice. You don't use the -4, unfortunately, because that works with 15k skillet cards and we only run 10k. But yeah, Playaz is really great just to apply pressure and then just keep the draws coming. Another reason why we play the yellow is because I wanted to use this engine, Lord Slug, Evil Invader, and Lord Slug, Super Namekian. Yeah. So this engine is really awesome. At first I thought this was only for like yellow leaders, but no. The Bond 2 works with, it's just generic. He's gotta have another battle card on the field, which is really cool because he has barrier, and a lot of the cards in this deck have barrier, so it's gonna have, your opponent's gonna have a hard time to remove cards on your field. And this slug just hurts a lot of decks, rogue decks especially, because a lot of them draw. But like, it should sound super combo, so it hits pretty much every deck in a way, and it's a 20k beater too. So, and the 1-drop sucks just nice, so you could just like summon it to draw a card. But yeah, you summon this, pay a yellow to summon this from your hand by stacking this to the graveyard. Really cool combo. I really liked it, and there's a lot of ways to protect the slug, because if your opponent tries to run over it, because that's pretty much one of the only ways to do it if they don't have a card that ignores barrier to warp it or destroy it, is they're gonna try to attack over it. But since your leader generates you value off of comboing, it's better for them to attack this over your leader, because this is 20k and you have at least like 15k combo power just to use without losing cards in your hand. Like, that's crazy. This guy's gonna survive. Next up, we play 4 Cattle Pesla of the 4-drop. We played 3 of the 5-drop, Righteous Fury, and then 2 of the 6-drop, Envoy of Justice. So this is why we play, another reason why we play the yellow is because we run this guy, and this the 1-drop Cattle Pesla vanilla. So this guy's really easy to summon because he's a 1-cost yellow. So if you have it in your hand, you can always just hard summon it for 1. Or with the Higher Dragon, you can combo the Higher Dragon, and at the end of battle, you summon 2 of these from your drop or your deck. So you're gonna have 2 of these on the board really easily. Turn 2 and above, because you have to have 2 or more energy to use the Higher Dragon's combo ability. So you go up the chain to here, and what's really nice about this 4-drop Cattle Pesla that I was really trying to abuse with this slug is because this slug needs the bond too, right? And this guy has barrier, so it's gonna be hard for your opponent to get rid of this guy and this guy because they both have barrier, which is really awesome. I wanted to have a card on the field with barrier to use with the slug, and this is the best one to do it with. And it's really easy to go into him because he's only 1 energy to evolve over. And another cool thing about him is that he has dual attack, so you get to swing twice with him. Something I like to do with my leader is I swing with him, I combo one of the launches, right? So flip a card, and I draw and everything, right? So that's 20 without me losing any cards in my hand. So that's a 20k swing. And then the second swing, I could combo a skillet card or whatever, and it's another 20k swing. And if you have the Whis 1-drop on the field, you draw for the Whis, draw for the leader, and you just didn't lose any cards, and you're applying pressure super easy for minimal energy, which is awesome. Then the 5-drop is probably the hardest one, the one I dislike the most, but I'm only playing it 3 because you want to get to here, and sometimes I use this to filter through my deck to combo or pitch with extra cards. The only reason why I don't really like this one so much is because it costs 2 energy to summon it, and it doesn't have barriers, so it could get popped by counterplay Frieza. So you got to be really careful against the green matchup when going up with your chain. Attack either the Unison or just stick with this guy, because he's a dual attack, which is really nice. But going up the chain is really strong and really powerful against other matchups too. This has critical double strike, and you draw a card and you warp. So that's really nice because I use this card's ability a lot of times to warp, like the Kai Secret Rare when my opponent summoned it on me when I'm like swinging or whatever, because I have this and Slug and they want to summon the Kai during their turn and during my turn, and then yeah, I'm just like, oh, okay, I paid 2, evolve, and then I warp the Kai. And then this guy's just a game ender, which is super awesome. And I only play 2 because you filter through your deck super fast. So you're gonna see him, and you're probably only gonna go up to, like, past this. You're only gonna go into this probably once, and this once as well. So that's why I'm running this at lower numbers, because you're probably just gonna go into this guy like 2 or 3 of them, pretty much. And you're only going to get to the 6-drop maybe like once in the game. But it has barrier, so it's going to stick, and you're probably going to win once you get there, because you're going to be in a really good spot. So that's the Cattle Pestle part in the deck. And then for super combos, we play 2 of the Whis and 2 Nappa. Nappa's really great because I was originally just playing Whis, but then I noticed that I kind of missed the Nappa, because Nappa's really great because it can stop 2 attacks, and Whis just stops big attacks, pretty much. That's how I see it. Stops bigger attacks from going through, and then this one stops pretty much 2 attacks if your opponent's swing with 15Ks. Because with your leaders on the 10K side, you can just use Nappa to defend. Alright, so after that, we played 2 Koitzukais in the main and 2 Secret Identity Master Saints. So this was just an idea that my team was talking about. Koitsukai is really good in the meta against Kick Piccolo because they want to combo during my turn and then summon free stuff. You do Koitsukai, they can't do that. Also against the launch red, green, blue version, it stops their rivals, like the cooler, getting on the board unless they want to warp to. Also, the Koitsukai is just really good too because you combo with it and you don't lose value, right? And then you can pay the 1 energy and then put 2 cards from your hand back to the deck, and it could fix a bad hand. So that's why I really like it. If you draw a lot of your Cattle Pestle engine, the black cards, because you kind of don't want to see those cards until like turns 3 and up. Next up, this is a Secret Identity, really good in the meta too. We don't really have that much. We don't have any board removal besides the 5-drop Cattle Pestle that warps 1. So this card kind of handles big boards that your opponent's trying to build. Really MVP. It's a 25 beater as well, if anything. And you just gotta be careful when using this because you might warp your super rare launches that you can combo from your drop area. Next, finishing off the battle cards, we play Winston Shenron. This is the secret I decided to go with. We play so many 1-drops in the deck that getting like 6 in the drop is super easy. You can get that probably turn 2. So yeah, this guy's live really quick in the deck. It's amazing because it has a blocker and it just keeps standing up, and it soaks up attacks that your leader can't really defend. And if it's a 35K beater as well, just in case, it's really easy to bring out. The only other option I would play for a secret would probably be the Kai, and the Kai would be good to handle boards, so warping them. But this is definitely a different alternative to play, and a cheaper alternative as well. And I love the secret; it does wonders. I would play this one or the Kai, whatever you prefer. Next up, rounding up the last few cards, we played 3 Nimbus and 4 Violent Rays. Another reason why I wanted to play launch during the event was because of Violent Rays. Violent Rays is so good because it shuts down Dark Broly. Because Dark Broly is one of the best decks too. And there's other decks that this card stops as well and just saves you. And you don't mind pitching cards because you have such a huge hand. And the same thing with Nimbus. The reason why also I really like Nimbus is because sometimes when you do Violent Rays, your opponent just doesn't attack anymore. Another reason why I didn't play Topo in the main as well. Because they just stop attacking you. And sometimes you're like, oh, can you attack me 1 more time? Just so I could combo and draw my 3 cards, please. So that was the reason why Nimbus is pretty good in that regard, because your opponent's probably going to attack one or two more times. Because if they have the Unison on board, or their other battle cards swing. So Nimbus helps you combo during your opponent's turn still, and then who cares if you take like 1 or 2 hits? You're very defensive with the deck. You're probably gonna combo out of 1 of them. Like it's pretty good. And since Nimbus is a 1-cost negate as well, that's why I preferred it in the main for the event instead of Topo. But yeah, that was the main deck. I played 60 cards in the main deck, And the reason why I did that is because I draw so much, and the problem in testing that I had with my teammates was that I would be really close to decking out, or I would deck out, and I wouldn't be able to win the game or combo anymore because I'd be like, oh crap, I'm gonna deck out. So that's the reason why I played the 60 cards. You could go lower to like maybe 58, or even 55 might be cutting it close, but I would recommend playing 58 or 60. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to Supah Playaz. We got a top 8 for them, so that's awesome. Gotta make them proud. Shout out to everyone in the team. We merged from the dudes and Supah Playaz. Everyone in the team, we were talking about, you know, the event, and we're going to be competing in more events as well. Shout out to our sponsors, Ultimate Guard. So shout out to them. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out our channel as well. We also have a channel for the dudes if you want to check it out. Even though we're part of Supah Playaz now, we still have a separate channel where we upload fun deck profiles, spicy stuff. You're still gonna see stuff on this channel from us and from the whole team. But yeah, we do have our own channel as well. If you want to just go check it out, we would really appreciate it. But besides that, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. See ya.